Hey everyone, Cosmos here from Doll Games. This is going to be a very short video because I just want to share one tip with you, tell you how to do one thing, and that's about it. That's to do with wilds, it's to do with archaeology and digging. Once I did mention on the Facebook page that this question, and people came up with different solutions, but nobody came up with the one I am going to show you now. So the problem happens when you're doing archaeology and the dig site is right in the center of a large castle. Like for example, it could be the center of this VIP castle. The smaller castles are easier to navigate, but sometimes still you cannot get to the exact point, which could be right in the center, in order to do your dig. Of course, this is not a problem for people who have Spirit Covenant. So this is a tip for because Spirit Covenant has an ability to do this archaeology automatically. So this tip is for the people who don't have the Spirit Covenant, like myself at this point. So right, so there are two things. First, if I'm level 80 and for example this castle is level 80, so what you can do is you can say attack, and then cancel. This will get you to the center. The problem is that it's a lot of the time you are not in the required level. So for example, this one is level 24 and I cannot attack it. This one is level 39, I cannot attack it. This one is 17, I cannot attack it. You know, it has to be within 10 levels to permit you to attack. Also, if it's your guild member, you cannot attack your own guild member. I don't know if I can find a castle. So you can see Otaric Plains is a very busy place there. Yog is from my guild and I cannot attack him because the city belongs to a fellow guildmate. So there are quite a bunch of cases where you cannot get to that center. So I have found a very simple solution for it, and here is how it works. You put yourself next to that castle and get you let's say I'm gonna use the left side, so I'll just scroll a little bit to the right, and I'm simply gonna click just about here, just about on the left side of the screen, while putting my finger on my monitor in the center of this castle. So I'm remembering exactly where the center of this castle is. On my monitor I'm putting my finger on that, and then now I'm clicking left for my character to run left. And now of course it's important that you don't change the screen, you don't move the screen, so the screen has to stay fixed. And then you click exactly where you're holding your finger on the monitor, and as you see, that's exactly the center of the castle, and that's how you can get there. And this works for any castle, large castle, small castle, doesn't matter. So for example, this one, I'm gonna scroll a little bit to the right, and so once you're ready, don't scroll the screen anymore. So stop that. Then again, put your finger on your monitor where exactly the center of this castle is. So right here, I'm gonna tell him to run to the right. Once this comes into the darkness, I'm gonna click exactly to where my finger was, and there you go, I'm in the center of my guildmate's castle. So it's a very useful tip, because there are cases where one solution that was proposed, which I also knew, but I don't think it's a very pleasant solution, is when the archaeology, like now, it's telling me to go down to the down right, so southeast. If you ignore this instruction and say I don't want to go down, I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna go up, sooner or later it's gonna give you a different direction. So let's see, it's still down there, and it switched to up. You see, that's another way you can do it, but this requires a lot of walking, and it's irritating. It's very irritating. And then let's say you grab this one wherever he's taking you. So see, it was actually quite far away. It could, and right after this, it could send you exactly back to that same spot. And one day I had archaeology before I discovered this trick. I had archaeology where 3 or 4 times it was sending me back to the center of my guildmate's castle. And then some people were also saying, well, you can private message your guildmate and tell him to move his castle and things like that. So there are a lot of ideas, which is nice, but I think the solution that I'm suggesting here is the best one, because it's fast, it's not irritating. You just move out of the screen, and then once it's in the dark, you click and you're in the center of the castle. So there you go. I hope that's going to be useful for you guys. It's definitely useful for me when I do my archaeology. And yeah, please do click on like for the video and subscribe for the channel if you enjoyed, and share with your friends so others can benefit from this knowledge as well. And all the links will be in the description of the video. My blog is at wartune.dollygames.com. My gaming site is at dollygames.com. And for those who are able to support my work, you can go to my Patreon page. As mentioned, the links are in the description. And that's it. Thanks for watching and have a very nice day.